right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, come on, switch it.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. He takes us from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They run it here with Thompson. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Let's go. Check 24, check 24. Jumping. 1, 2, 3.
They go play action with Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
No.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
San Francisco.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here we go, here we go. 56. Down to lose 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here we go,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
13.
Watch twitch.
Now Snell. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Open man is heard. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now. 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Snell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Watch tight, tight end right. Watch tight, tight end.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this one complete to Reed. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 31, check 31. Check 4, check 4.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Kill, 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 kill. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 13, check 13. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Coming to you.
Haskins will throw to Thompson on the screen. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime at a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A run for Snell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Gets this one to use check. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about clean.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22. first down. Here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Thompson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
4 down. Kill. Check the hot read.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with Thompson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Turn up. Turn up.
They'll turn to Thompson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go with Thompson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
On 2nd down and 4, Haskins. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's caught inside the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Gold to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Haskins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. Hey, watch it. Switch. With the six. Pull it. Echo.
Now it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the jump ball. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here we go with Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Keelan Cole. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check him out.
4th down, here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Boy, Charles, what a critical call and a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take